Besties, this video is sponsored by BookBolt. Thank you so much, BookBolt, for sponsoring today's video. For those of you who don't know, BookBolt is a low-content book publishing software. You can essentially become a published author on Amazon with no upfront costs. So for instance, a gal pal like me, I am just a girl, okay? I could use BookBolt and I could make money without doing a lot of work, which we love. Because again, I'm just a girl. I could basically become Writer Larry with BookBolt because I could publish a book on Amazon and earn money without having to write a long story. You could basically create a book in less than 10 minutes. Like, it takes me longer to drink water. And something else that we love is you would be partnering with Amazon. So Amazon will do all the hard work. They will do the printing and shipping of your books. And they will even take care of your customer service. You also don't need any experience to do this. Anyone all over the world can do it. BookBolt will basically walk you step by step on how to do this. And all you need is an Amazon KDP account and a BookBolt membership. This is such a great way to make a side income or maybe even make a full-time income eventually. You can make $500, $1,000, $2,000, whatever you need. And new customers get a free trial. I'm going to put the link in the description and you can use my code LarryReads when signing up. Thank you so much, BookBolt, for sponsoring today's video. Hello, my shiny babes. Hello, my besties. It's been so long since I haven't seen your face. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but the point is that I miss you. I haven't filmed in so long. Now listen, I've definitely posted. It hasn't been long since I posted, but it's been long since I filmed because it's been like a week and a half because I was out of town, so I pre-filmed so videos could be up. You don't care. You don't care. The point is, hello, I missed you so much. Let's open up our drink. Hold on. Here we go. It's not opening. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Cracking open a cold one at casually 8:30 p.m. We love that for us. And then I wonder why I can't sleep. It'd be your own self. Anyway, we're going to be talking about every single book that I read this month. You guys know the drill, no spoiler in any of these videos. I'm just going to be telling you a little bit about each book, which way I read them in, and then telling you what I rated each book and my opinion. Now listen, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, okay? We can all have different opinions over here and we could still be best friends. It's a safe part of the internet, okay? You're safe here. Welcome. I read 10 books this month. Now, I could sit here and be like, oh, that's not how many I usually read. I usually read 20 or 30 or 55, or I usually read 5 or 6 or 7, whatever. But I always preach about the fact that it doesn't matter how many books you read a month. It's about the quality and about how much fun you're having. So I'm not gonna say all that. So we're just gonna not be a hypocrite today. It's gonna be great. Anyway, let's talk about the 10 books I read this month, shall we? I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot all of them. Literally just right now, I spoke the word books and I thought, what the fuck did I read? I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay. Where do we start? You know what I'm gonna start with? I'm gonna start with books that were in videos because then if you'd like, you can go check out the videos. So I'm gonna tell you these 2 books that I read and the video that they are in. It is The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson and The Favor by Suzanne Wright. They're in this video right here where I read the highest and lowest books rated on my TBR. So if you want non-spoiler thoughts throughout the entire thing about these books, you can go watch that video. First, let's start with The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. This is essentially a shifter romance. I was not aware. Let me just tell you, I thought they were like vets or something when I picked this up because look, the cover kind of gives wolf, right? Like I see the fact that they're wolf. What are those things called? Paws right there. But they're wearing scrubs. So I was thinking, oh, they're vets. They're vets and maybe they're roommates and that's why it's the fake mate. I went into this pretty blindly and you know what? That is my fault. They are in fact shifters. So it's both of them work in an ER and both of them are wolves. This was my first step and my first paw, dare I say it, into Omegaverse. I regret everything. I don't know if this style of book is for me because I did not like this whatsoever. I, in fact, would go ahead and venture to say that I hated it. I rated it, what did I rate it? 2 stars, I'm pretty sure. And that's low. That's very low for me. Like, I usually, when I'm okay with a book, I rate it 3 stars. And then if a book is like, I'm going to recommend it eventually, I rate it 4. But 2 is like, I'm never gonna think about you again, my guy. Like, you are dead to me, and this book is dead to me. I don't know, it really lost me. Like, in the beginning, I was very intrigued, I will say. And then I got to chapter 9, I can tell you exactly where I got, right here. And all of a sudden, interest be gone. Interest was lost because she got into heat, and I guess that happens with dogs, okay? It's okay. But it was too much. It was too much for a gal like me to handle, okay? I'm just a girl. I am just a girl, I am not a god. What is that quote? Where's that from? Where's that from? Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? I'm just a man. I'm not a god. Is that Michael Scott or no? Am I going crazy? Oh, that's gonna really piss me off. Nick, it's Nick Miller. It's Nick Miller from the streets of Chicago. There you go. I forgot what I was saying. I didn't like this fucking book at all. 2 stars for me. If you wanna see why, go watch that video. So The Favor by Suzanne Wright. This is literally a marriage of convenience, boss employee, fake marriage. fake marriage slash marriage of convenience, boss employee, forced proximity, roommates kind of vibe, okay? She works for this man and he did her a favor long ago. And now he's ready to collect said favor because he tells her, hey, I need you to marry me for a year because for me to be able to get my inheritance that I am due, that I am owed by my great uncle or something like that. It might not be that great actually. It's probably just uncle. I don't know why I said great uncle. His great uncle. Whatever. Anyway, to get the inheritance, he has to be married for a whole year. So he asks his assistant to marry him, and marry him she does. So it's fake marriage. It is boss employee. It is workplace romance. It is a little bit of grumpy sunshine. It has the best communication I think I've ever read in a book before. I was so impressed by the communication in this book. It is so breath of fresh air. Okay, hold on, y'all. I've been sick in the past week, so I haven't been doing my best, but I'm trying, okay? I'm trying my best, but I'm not succeeding. It follows Vienna and Dane, and it's only told from her POV, but I don't really think you need his. I feel like it's more fun you finding out what's going on as you go. Like, as she finds out, you find out. And like I said, the communication is so good that you low-key don't even need his POV. I adored this book. I ended up rating this one 4.5. It wasn't the kind of book that gave me a 5-star feeling. Like, I didn't read it and immediately think, oh, this book is gonna live in my mind rent-free forever. Yeah, I'm never gonna forget it. It's a 5-star until the end of time, but it was definitely pretty damn close. So 4.5, I would highly recommend The Favor, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, so run. The next 2 books that are also in videos, I'm not going to be talking about too much because first of all, they're in literally my last video. Second of all, they have not come out yet, so I do not want to spoil a single thing, but it's Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher and Funny Story by Emily Henry. I'm going to put on the bottom right here the dates that these 2 come out so that you guys can snag them up when they come out. But I was lucky enough to get an ARC. Thank you so much. I read both of these books in my most anticipated reads video, so you guys can go watch it there. Again, that's non-spoiler. Basically, I rated both of them 5 stars. There you go. That's literally all I will say. I rated both of them 5 stars. Love Unwritten is dual POV. It follows Ellie and it follows Rafa. And if you've read Love Redesigned, it's Julian's cousin, Rafa. That's his book. And it is basically not assistant. She's not an assistant. I'm thinking of The Favor. Nanny. It is single dad nanny. It is grumpy sunshine. It is slow burn. And it has such deep topics. I absolutely ate it up. And Funny Story is quite literally a funny story, okay? It's only one POV because, Emily Henry never gives us dual POV. The little rat that she is, little rat. But it's one POV and essentially, okay, listen to this plot. Are you fucking ready? She's about to get married, but her fiance leaves her for his childhood best friend. That childhood best friend also leaves a boyfriend behind for her fiance. And the story is between these 2 people that just got dumped. Tell me that's not fucking amazing. They literally start living together. That is all I will say. I rated both of them 5 stars. I absolutely ate these up. I was scared of Funny Story, okay? Because Emily Henry has disappointed me with Happy Place. I was one of the people that didn't really love it. And I love Beach Read though so fucking much. So it always depends. I'm a hit or miss with Emily Henry. And this was such a hit. Such a hit. Like anything she writes, I will read no matter what. Like even if the last 5 books I read of hers I don't like, I will keep reading what she writes because I just cannot stop. Like she has drugs in her books. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I will always read them, okay? She's the leader of the cult that I'm in.
Cult that I'm in.
Then I listened to this next one. It's called Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. Look at this cover. She's so cute. She's beauty. She's grace. She's Miss United States. Anyway, this follows Eve and is told from only her POV. And essentially Eve has a one-night stand with a bartender one night. That is one night stand is. One night, a one-night stand happened one night. Anyway, and she gets pregnant. Yeah, the classic surprise pregnancy. Now listen, I hate accidental pregnancy almost as much as I hate not eating chocolate, okay? But this was accidental pregnancy done well. Now let me explain. She gets pregnant with this bartender's baby, right? But is it the baby daddy that she has the romance with? No. It is her best friend's brother who starts to help her with said pregnancy. It is so cute. It is so well done. I thought the friends to lover aspect was so good. I thought the pregnancy aspect was so good. Like every single thing about this book was just fluffy and cute. It's not life-changing, but you don't need your life to be changed. You just need to be entertained. And this will do that to you. And the audiobook was perfect. I loved the narrator. I remember that I was cleaning my house. I was packing. I was like doing a bunch of shit. And I did not want to stop doing all my chores because I wanted to keep listening to this book. That's how you know it's good. I ended up rating Ready or Not 4 stars, and Bridget Mendler would be proud. Get it? Ready or not, here I come. Na, 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 na. 4 stars for Ready or Not. I would listen to it if I were you. Then I got a little bored of romance, so I decided to go into my thriller era once again, and I read The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I tried to take this sticker out, y'all, and it just simply will not come out. I don't know what's going on, but we're just gonna have to ignore it. Anyway, this follows this caretaker. This caretaker named Kit, and she goes to the Hope household to take care of this lady named Lenora. Now, people say Lenora killed her entire family. Why is Kit there? I don't know. I would run for the absolute hills, but Kit is a stronger woman than I am. Anyway, look at the little, like, let me read you this. It's cool. It says, it's a little riddle. At 17, Lenora Hope hung her sister with a rope, stabbed her father with a knife, took her mother's happy life. It wasn't me, Lenora said, but she's the only one not dead. How cool is that? So essentially, everyone says that she killed her entire family, and she is the only one left. And now Kit is gonna go work in that house and unfold some secrets. That is all I will say, because thrillers, I feel like you should go into them pretty empty-handed. No, pretty blindly empty-handed. You go into every book empty-handed, but go into it pretty blindly. Anyway, I hated this. I remember really enjoying the beginning. I was very, very like Riley Sager. I feel like his writing is done like no other thriller author. You feel it like a movie. Like every single one of the books I read of his, I feel like a movie is happening in my brain. Like I could literally tell you exactly the scenery that he painted in my brain cells. That's how perfectly he writes it. And The House Across the Lake is a book I really, really loved. But this one, I feel like the ending kind of just didn't hit for me, but I also didn't hate it. It was definitely just a there book. It was a book that I read, and I still can think about and remember what happened, but I didn't, obsess over it. So I would say this was a solid 3-star. It's one of those books that it's not going to go in my top favorite thrillers, but it's also not going to go in my least favorite thrillers either. It's kind of one of those, it's just, she's in the middle. I did like the ending kind of made me sad. Like I remember being like, aw. But I also kind of saw some things coming, which I didn't enjoy. I don't enjoy that in thrillers. And it kind of felt like it dragged on. Like at some point I just wanted it to be over. So yeah, a solid 3-star. I feel like you might like this one, especially if you're a Riley Sager fan, but you also could not. It could be a hit or miss. I really don't know what's going to come of it for you. But I did like The House Across the Lake. So if you like The House Across the Lake, maybe try this. No, because I liked The House Across the Lake and I didn't love this. So that the 2 plus 2 does not equal 4 there. 2 plus 2 is equaling 22. 3 stars for The House Across the Lake. No, 3 stars for The Only One Left. Oh my God, words. Hold on. 3 stars for The Only One Left. It was okay. Then I read This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. You guys know, and if you don't know, let me inform you now. Every single thing Kennedy Ryan writes, I will read. I will read it. She could write my grocery list, and I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna read it very, very much entertained, okay? This Could Be Us is the second book in her trilogy. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a third one. The first one is Before I Let Go. Yes, Before I Let Go. And then the second is This Could Be Us. They're all interconnected standalones. They follow 3 best friends. The first one had 1 best friend. This one is the second one. It is dual POV. It's Soledad and Judah, and essentially Soledad gets divorced and she's kind of trying to pick up her life after said divorce and find love again. That is all I will say, because the book has a lot of underlining things going on. I loved this. I will say I loved it more than Before I Let Go, definitely, because Before I Let Go had a couple things that really pissed me off. This one didn't have anything that pissed me off, but I didn't obsess over it because I didn't feel like it was about the couple. Like, I love the way Kennedy Ryan writes books, because I feel like she always does romance with a lot of independent storylines. You really focus on the characters individually and you focus on what they're going through, but you also focus on the romance. With this one, I feel like there was a lack of romance because it was so leaning towards women's fiction, which I don't have a problem with at all, but I really, really wanted the romance. So I think I just was expecting that. And then when I didn't get it, I got a little upset, but it was still very, very good. I would never rate anything Kennedy does less than 4 stars, honestly. So this was a 4.25. Like I said, the only reason why it wasn't higher is just because it read more like women's fiction to me. Like I felt like Judah was like a side character in his own book. I feel like I didn't know much about him because I knew everything about Soledad and I knew like her entire life, and I was cheering for her, but I wasn't cheering for them because I just didn't feel their relationship because I didn't have enough time to feel it, But I did feel her and I did love that. And I did love a lot of the aspect of this book, and I love the friendships so much, and I'm so excited for the third book. I just wish the romance was more more of a storyline, you know? But this was beautiful, as usual. Kennedy Ryan. Search up trigger warnings for all of her books. Read Before I Let Go, and then read this one. You will probably love. You will love. I just guarantee. 4.25. Then I read Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. This is also part of an interconnected standalone series. The first one is Done and Dusted, and then it's Swift and Saddled. There's a third one coming out soon that I am so fucking excited for. Anyway, this follows Wes and Ada in its dual POV, and Ada comes into town to work on like a renovation project, and she ends up kissing a guy one night at the bar, and then the next day she figures out that the guy she kissed is her boss for the renovation project. So it is a little bit forbidden. It is reverse Grumpy Sunshine, like she's the black cat and he's the golden retriever. It is forced proximity. It is boss employee. It is so good. I liked this more than Done and Dusted. Like, I really enjoyed Done and Dusted, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like I wasn't connected to the characters at all. In this, I really, really connected. I loved her so much, and I loved the way that he wouldn't give up on her and how they were their dynamic, and the fact that it was a little reverse Grumpy Sunshine that you don't see a lot in books. I really loved that. And, you know, as always, save a horse, ride a fucking cowboy, yeehaw. I've never met a real life cowboy. Like, I say these things as if I know. I don't know. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, I listened to this one as well. It was an amazing audiobook. Highly recommend listening to it. It's very quick too. So even if you don't listen to it, you can probably finish this in one sitting. It's like 200 pages. I'm totally exaggerating. It's like 300. I missed a whole 100 pages there. But I listened to it. I listened to it throughout like a whole day where I was cleaning my house, and it was amazing. I ended up rating this one 4 stars. I really, really like this series. Like, I feel like if you like the Chestnut Spring series, you would like this series. Not even because they're both cowboys. Like, let's ignore that because that's not why I'm saying this. Just because I feel like the dynamics of the characters are kind of the same, and the found family is a little bit the same too. So I feel like if you like Chestnut Springs, maybe try this series and let me know what you think. It's very fun and very quick. So 4 stars for Swift and Saddled. Y'all, then I started listening to this audiobook right here. Look Closer. I cannot tell you a single fucking thing about this book because I DNF'd it. I have tried to listen to this book 3 separate times. 3 times, okay? Once was in January where I tried to listen. I got like halfway through and I was like, okay, I'm bored. Like I just cannot keep up with the story. There's too much going on and I'm stressed out. I don't want to listen to this. So I stopped. But then I didn't even include it in that wrap up because I was like, no, I'm going to finish it one day. And when I finish it, then I can talk about it. Then I tried again in February. Nothing. Once again, same thing. Didn't include it in that wrap up. Then I tried again this month and now I'm done. Now I'm done because what the fuck? What the fuck? This book and me were not meant to be together because everybody and their mothers rated this book 5 stars. Everyone loves it. It's one of the highest rated thrillers. Why can't I finish it? Why can't I finish it? I don't know. Like, it's just so boring to me and there's so much going on and so many stories and I cannot. I don't know if it's the moods that I've been in. I don't know what it is, but I tried listening to this and I physically couldn't. So just know it's a thriller and just know that everyone loves it but me. So don't listen to me. Go read it if you want. It's just, I fear I'm not going to. So DNF. If you see me eventually finishing this, then you ignore me right now, okay? But as of right now, did not finish. Goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky. Then I decided to continue reading books from my TBR, thinking that I was just gonna finish the TBR that month. Naive, am I right? I read The Love of My Next Life by Britt something. What's your name, ma'am? Britt Benson. Okay, Love of My Next Life. This is a duet, and I read the first one. I did not read the second one, nor do I plan to. Let me explain. This follows Mackin and Lennon in its dual POV, and it is essentially best friend's brother and it's high school. I don't want to tell you any other tropes because the tropes as they go like unfold and it kind of would spoil if I start to tell you things, but just know that it has a bunch of tropes that I absolutely hate and I despised everything about this book. In the beginning, I was very invested and I thought that I would love it, and boy was I wrong. I think that this is one of the books I hate most in my entire life. And that's very dramatic of me, but I just cannot fathom reading a second book about these people. They are insufferable. They are horrible. They're literally little pieces of shit. Now I understand they're in high school, so obviously they're immature. I get that and I expect that, but for some reason they're not just immature, they're horrible. Like, I hate them so much. They literally are like Magnolia and BJ times 55. In Magnolia and BJ, at least I love them as characters, which is why I kept going with Magnolia Parks. This, I can't even do that because I hate them as characters. Oh my God. They do everything wrong to each other and to themselves and to the people around them. Everybody in this book fucking sucks. And the people that don't suck are the people that get fucking shit on. No, I hate this book. I hate this book so much. Oh my God, if I could give it 0 stars, I would, but I can't, so I'm gonna give it a 1. She's literally a doormat. Like, this man does whatever the fuck he wants to her and she just lets him do it. And he is the worst. And he's one of those that's like, I'm so misunderstood. You just don't get me. Yes, I do get you. I get you, okay? Like, you're in high school. Relax. Relax. Like, his life is hard, but it's not that hard. My guy needs to relax, okay? Like, he really, really is acting like life is just could not be any worse. And it could. It could. I don't know. I felt no sympathy towards these characters at all. I felt nothing towards them besides absolute anger. If I could pick up this book and throw it in the street and run it over with 3 vehicles, I would. I'm so sorry if you like this book. I love you so dearly, and you can love this book, okay? It's totally okay. I just don't love it at all. In fact, throw it away. Get it out of my face. 1 star for that book. That is the last book I read that month, and as you can see, I haven't read a single thing since then. It's been 2 weeks and I haven't read anything. That's how destroyed that book got me. That's how much it just fucked me up. I was like, I hate reading. Now I hate reading. Reading is nothing to me anymore, because if books like that exist, I don't want to read. Okay, I'm literally exaggerating. I just didn't like the book. So those are all of the books that I read in the month of March, my beautiful Shadi Bays. Let me know what you read. Let me know your favorite read of the month or your least favorite read. Keep things spicy. Let me know. I love you so, so much. Have such a great day. Why did I think I had something else to say? Did I have something else to say? No, that was it. I love you. Have a great day.